Hello and welcome to the Potty-Cast. On this episode, we are doing the hot seat. Welcome, if you dare.
Hello, Olivia, if that's your real name. Welcome to the hot seat.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
And
my name is Olivia.
How's your tummy feeling today?
It's alright. I'm gonna have some really bad gas, maybe some diarrhea, but I'm on the toilets, which is the hot seat, so...
And why is that? Why are you gonna have some stomach issues?
I made broccoli cheddar soup for dinner, and while it was very good, and it's one of my husband's favorite dishes, it has dairy in it, even though I cut the dairy a lot, but I'm gonna be in pain. So, because I am partially lactose intolerant.
Why are you so intolerant?
Because God made me that way.
Shouldn't we be accepting of all?
Wouldn't you say you were born that way?
I was born that way.
Put your paw up, baby.
We will do our rapid fire hot seat questions. Do you have your own Netflix account or do you use someone else's?
When I'm on my phone, I use my parents, and when I'm at home, I use Quinn's parents.
Lovely. What celebrity annoys you the most?
Chrissy Teigen.
Why?
Because I never understood why she was Twitter famous, because she's not relatable at all. Everyone eats pizza, except me sometimes. But
you just take off the
so
cheese.
annoying. And then everyone finally was done with her, and I was so freaking happy.
Alright, what was your last Google search?
Broccoli cheddar soup in a crock pot.
What mythical creature would you believe was real?
Well, mermaids! Okay, yeah, mermaids, but also dragons. I love dragons.
What world record do you think you have a shot at beating?
The first person to do a podcast in a bathroom.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
Slip one out. They won't ban.
Which moment Which moment would you like to have a do-over for?
When I was 10 years old, and I was at Sherwood Pool, and I had a bandana, because as you guys know, I wore bandanas all the time.
That's true.
And I stretched it out so much that it was like a ring, and I was letting it drop down on a 12-foot, and I was trying to dive down and, dive through the ring underwater. And I had to go up for, breath really quick and come back down. It was so serious. And I heard the lifeguard yelling at me a couple of times when I came up, but I was like, oh, they're not yelling at me, they're yelling at somebody else. And then all of a sudden I heard, Olivia! And I was like, oh! And they said, the boards are open! And there were 30 kids in line for the boards! And I was the only one on the 12-foot! And I used to do this thing when I got embarrassed to act like I, totally knew what was going on. I don't know why. I would do math out loud and I would whisper it to myself. This is a hot seat. This is bad.
Wait, that was your,
my coping mechanism. I got out of
math out loud?
I grabbed the thing. I was so embarrassed. I climbed out of the ladder of the pool, and then I was, looking down, and I whispered to myself, so 2 plus 2 is 4, and if you multiply 4 by 8, it equals 48, or it's 32, never mind, 32. I would literally do that, whisper it to myself, but I'd be like this. That was my coping mechanism.
Why?
I have no idea. I literally have no idea. I don't know
why.
That
sounds like OCD.
I don't think I have OCD because of that. But I don't know why I would do it. I would always do it when I got embarrassed.
Weird.
I have no idea why.
I've never heard this story before.
I buried that very deep because I was embarrassed.
There's a psychologist listening. Put in the comments what you think is going on.
What's wrong with me?
What trait most defines who you are?
Organization.
What is your least favorite holiday?
Arbor Day.
They gave us free trees on Arbor Day in school.
You got a free tree?
In
Well,
4th grade. A little sapling.
I never got trees.
Then my dad would accidentally run them over with the lawnmowers.
He didn't want them to be in the yard.
Oh my gosh, what a butt. No, my least favorite holiday... Probably New Year's Eve now because I get so tired. I mean, Mandy fell asleep at 8 p.m.
With Rachel.
I do.
But this year, what time did you fall asleep?
Oh, I had to wake up early.
I went to bed at like 10 this New Year's.
What's your favorite holiday memory from childhood?
When I got my play kitchen from my grandparents.
Fill in the blank. Taylor Swift is...
Stupid.
Controversy!
Do you ever post inspirational quotes on social media?
No!
Say a word in Spanish.
Hola.
Who has it easier, men or women?
Men.
Why?
Oh, okay. They don't have periods, they don't have childbirth, they didn't have to fight for their independence, like, recently in the 1900s. They didn't have to fight to vote.
What about black men?
Black men too. But, well, black men got the right to vote before women.
Yeah.
And they don't have mental load as much, and they're expected not to have mental load as much as women.
Do you respect Kanye West?
Not anymore.
Did you respect Kanye West?
At one point, yes, I'm sorry.
What's the fastest speed you've ever driven in a car? Personally.
95 miles an hour, and it was racing Mandy. In the
bug.
bug.
And the bug made it to 95?
I made it to 95 in my house area. You
Bug
did
made it to 80.
Yeah, probably made it to
The
80.
bug started shaking at 70.
And our last question for this rapid fire round. Paper or plastic?
Plastic.
And for round 2 on the hot seat, we have Mandy. Mandy, are you ready for the hot seat?
Sure.
How are your gastrointestines feeling today?
Happy? I just had soup.
Are you lactose intolerant?
I'm very tolerant.
Isn't it weird seeing us down here in this tub from the toilet?
Yes.
I felt so like looking down.
I am looking down on you.
All right, Olivia, let's kick us off.
Do you believe in ghosts? Wow, okay. That's...
Rapid.
No.
Have you experienced any, like, paranormal activity that you think was actually paranormal?
After my friend's wedding, I slept in a haunted hotel, and I was by myself in a giant room, and I thought I was gonna...
That was a ghost.
Woo!
That was a ghost.
Yes, that. Next.
Okay. Have you ever had a crush on a boss or a teacher?
No.
Good. Okay.
Favorite day of the week?
Fridays? Everyone's happier.
When's the last time you wanted to hit somebody?
Friday.
Oh!
What is your favorite U.S. city besides the one you live in?
That was a good question.
That's a good question. I like a lot of cities. Cities interest me. Like favorite as in I would want to live there, or just
favorite.
Like, Cincinnati. That's a joke.
I was like,
I was
what?
like, you were just talking about to Rachel about how much you hate Ohio.
Oh yeah, that's obviously a joke. We'll go with Hilo. Somewhere in Hawaii. That's pretty cool that I've been to.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done in a movie theater?
Slept? I don't go to movies.
Invisibility or super strength?
Super strength.
What, has anyone ever walked in on you in the bathroom, excluding this time?
No, I don't think so.
Is it wrong for a vegetarian to eat animal crackers?
That's dumb.
That's funny. Why do you think that men ask for nude pictures so much? That's a good question.
Horn dogs. Next.
More
We
ghosts.
got another ghost. A horny ghost. If you could travel back in time, what period would you go to?
It's not that far back, but I think okay, so either like the Aztecs and the Mayans I would enjoy, but
That
no,
not that
not
far.
that far back, But my answer's always like Sandlot era because I wanted to grow up in like Sandlot when the kids played outside before like video games.
I love
So like the
that.
50s, 50s, 60s.
That's
Yeah.
not Aztec and...
I have two answers.
I thought you meant it's not that far back, but like Aztec.
No. My brain cut off my other train of
Oh, okay. I was like, what? How often do you actually floss your teeth?
I've been doing it a lot more since I lost my dental insurance.
Good.
Favorite canned food.
Beans!
We knew that.
It said favorite junk food, but I was like,
Oh, yeah.
let's put a spin on it.
Do you have a color preference for the lingerie I wear?
I got you blue for your bachelorette party.
Do you believe in fate?
No.
Ooh, in your ideal world, what would social media look like and how would it be used? Like, what would it be used for?
Hashtag be real. Don't be fake. No, I don't care. I don't want... Ideal? Funny, more memes. Less like fake.
Say something in an Asian language.
Ni hao.
Who was your first friend and are they still in your life?
Molly, yeah. My friend since I've known she was 2, I was 3, Lindsay was 4, we're all 14 months apart. She's in Vegas right now. Have fun, Molly.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at wiffle ball?
Is that T-ball?
Yeah.
I'd say I'm probably better than the average person, my age and demographic.
What do you consider the ultimate comfort food? Like sitting on a couch, I'd love to have some.
Casserole.
What kind of casserole?
Any type. I used to hate it as a
Name-
child until my parents went gluten-free, and then I was like, I miss casserole.
I mean, you said you ate a whole family-sized lasagna.
You never know what you got till it's gone.
Okay, name 3 types of casseroles.
Green bean.
I just...
Chicken. Something with cheese and bread, really. That's all I care about.
Ooh, what's the worst you've ever been physically hurt?
Probably my skateboard accident. Because I was in the ER for the longest. Okay, so it's either the surgery I had, which I don't know if that counts, because I was
Well, no,
out.
it would be like, oh, I got hurt, like I broke my arm or something.
Okay, yeah, my skateboard accident, where my friend ran into the back of me, and they thought I broke my back, and then every time I moved, I passed out. Except I hit someone's car, and so I was like, we need to get out of here. And then someone's like, take that girl to the hospital! And then I was like, don't put me in an ambulance, that costs a lot of money. And so they threw me in the back of the car, and then I was
you
passing
were
out.
like 3 blocks away from the
Yeah,
hospital.
which was a smart decision under stress. Yeah, so yeah, probably that. I didn't break my back, but now when I stand for long periods of times, like at concerts and stuff, if I'm like still, it hurts pretty bad still.
If Kim Kardashian and Donald Trump were both drowning and you could only save one, who would it be?
Well, we all know the what's it called?
Brazilian.
Yeah. The BBL would keep her afloat, but Donald Trump would also. They both float.
Because he's got some junk in his trunk too.
Did you think I was talking about Kim? Next.
What's the best thing you've dressed up for as you've dressed up as for Halloween?
I was a kangaroo once as a child and I was adorable. Next.
Have you ever tasted soap?
Lindsay stuck it in my mouth when we were getting ready to film this when I was in the tub with her.
Did you have an imaginary friend growing up?
No, but I bullied someone who did. Molly, I'm sorry.
If you were given an all expenses... Sorry, let me start over. And this is a real question that was on here. If you were given an all expense paid trip to Cleveland, would you take it?
What?
Yes, I actually would, even though I have a hatred towards Ohio that I want to break. I want to change. I want to be better.
Have you ever been to Ohio?
No.
When you're in a bad mood, do you prefer to be left alone or have someone cheer you up?
I think it's weird if I'm like, cheer me up. But, I think if I, like, hang out with people and do fun things, I won't be in a bad mood anymore.
How many redheads are you friends with?
1?
What's the most extreme example of poverty you've seen?
I've been in the poorest city in Haiti. And it's just crazy, like, because Haiti's the poorest country in the northern hemisphere, so it was pretty crazy.
Name a word that starts with the letter Q.
Quentin.
Who's the first person you text when you get good news?
It depends what it's about. I text different people, different things.
Have you ever seen a kangaroo in person?
Yes, and I am allergic.
You are?
Yeah.
How'd you find that out?
Fourth grade. We read like so many books, or we donated so much money, and so we had a kangaroo come into our classroom, and we got to pet it.
Oh my gosh.
And me and Michaela Gassage had to leave because our asthma and allergies started acting up so bad. But it was adorable.
Aww. Alright, last question. What's the first thing you notice when you meet a person?
Probably personality-wise. I just, like, try to decide who they are as a person through the brief interaction I have with them. But I don't, like, judge harshly. I'm just like, you're fake, or you're not, or you're transparent, or you're not, you know?
Thank you,
Thank
Mandy.
you for being on the hot seat.
Hello! Lindsay Kerfman Bilbao? Hyphenated? Is that your real name?
It's not your name.
All right, welcome to the hot seat. We got a few questions for you. Buckle up. But first, let me ask, how are your intestines right now?
My intestines are pretty good. I'm not a person who normally has stomach issues.
She's lucky.
How do you handle Taco Bell? Be honest.
To be really honest, you guys talk about spicy fart or spicy poops. Never had a spicy poop. in
Even
my
after
life.
New Mexican trips?
Nope.
A burning sensation?
Nope.
As you poop?
Never.
Unsatisfactory poops? After spicy food?
Unsatisfactory. No. It just never burns. Like,
She's invincible.
sometimes I get like,
Yes, so.
it can get a little loose, but it never burns.
Go loose down.
Lucy.
Loose! I'm loose! Loose is a caboose!
Loose as a goose.
Loose is a caboose.
My caboose is loose.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna start off with, do you own a bicycle?
Yes, I do. The brakes are broken.
If you could travel back in time to any historical event, which would it be?
Usually when you think historical events, you think bad things. Maybe like that party in New York City when World War II ended.
Ooh, good answer.
Yeah.
That's correct. Which animal adds more joy to the world, squirrels or llamas?
Llamas.
What color lingerie do you prefer that I wear?
Well, for your bachelorette party, I did buy you red.
Thank you. I can't believe it was on there.
On scale from 1 to 10, how much do you enjoy garlic?
A lot. I enjoy garlic. I hate mincing garlic, so I've been buying the pre-minced stuff
Ooh,
because
yeah.
it ruins my day when I'm cooking.
Who inspires you?
And you can't say Jesus.
God!
Oh my god.
Every answer.
Jesus!
If you had to pack up and move to another country tomorrow, where would you go?
England. I could live in London.
What's the most boring thing ever?
Football.
Oh my gosh! Sorry, that was a delayed reaction. I was reading. If you can get your parents one thing in the world, what would it be?
Get them something?
An automatic flushing toilet.
Your parents, I'd get them a pool. My parents, I don't know, like a trip to
Norwegian cruise.
a Norwegian, but like to Norway to see like my grandma's side, Mexico to see like my grandpa's side, and then my mom's, they're just American, so they can go on like a
Oklahoma
American.
tour.
A cruise around Oklahoma. in a 16-passenger van or something.
Yeah. What is wind?
It's the
That's a good one.
Earth balancing out the differences in pressures.
Just
Really?
say unequal heating of the Earth from the sun.
Unequal
Is that
heating
actually-
of the Earth from the sun.
That's what causes all weather.
Really? Oh my gosh. Speaking of weather, do you prefer sweater weather or t-shirt weather?
Sweater weather. My closet is full of sweaters.
Tell me what you like to do on the weekends. In a Valley Girl voice.
So, I don't even know. Like, how do you do a Valley Girl voice?
Oh my gosh, you
Oh,
guys!
Okay,
I should
so
know.
guys, I like to go estate sailing, thrift story.
Thrift story.
I don't know.
What's your favorite meal of the day? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Dinner.
How do you feel about cranberries?
I love cranberry juice, but my husband doesn't let me buy it.
Really?
He used to have cranberry juice every day before football practice, and so it's like a bad connotation of like getting up early.
Oh, I have cranberry juice. Although, do you get like the cranberry juice cocktails, or do you get like straight pure cranberry juice?
The stuff from Costco, it's not a cocktail, but it has a little sugar in it.
Oh, okay, nice.
But it's not like fake sugar.
Why does he hold that bad thoughts down to you? Why are you expected to...
Well, if we go to Costco, because I'm not going to buy this stuff like from the store, like cranberry cocktail, because that's gross.
Mm-hmm.
But it's 2 like gallons of juice,
Mm.
and I'm not going to drink all that on my own.
What was the hardest thing to cope with during COVID-19 lockdowns?
We bought a house, and we couldn't have a party.
That was the hardest thing.
We had it pretty rough.
If Tupac appeared before you right now, what is the first thing you would ask?
Who killed you?
How's Helen Keller doing?
Yeah.
And Hitler, apparently.
If you could be close friends with any celebrity, who would it be?
I don't want to be. There's a YouTuber that I think we'd be good friends.
Scale to 1 to 10, how good are you at trivia?
Depends. My trivia knowledge is really obscure, so if we go into that obscure trivia knowledge, pretty good. But if it's celebrities and sports, not good.
Have you ever farted in front of your classmates?
I'm sure, but it was probably all silent.
Sour Patch Kids or Swedish Fish?
Sour Patch Kids.
Woo! Have you ever practiced kissing in front of the mirror?
I'm sure.
LA or New York?
I've only been to LA, but I do want to go to New York, so I'll say New York.
What is your preferred style of sleepwear?
No pants, big t-shirt.
Do you think anyone considers
But
you...
I wear underwear unlike you.
You don't have to tell them that.
I don't completely poo wear it. I'm still covered.
Do you think anyone would consider you a hipster?
No.
What's your love language?
What is it called? Quality time. I show by acts of service.
Have you ever stolen anything?
No.
Ever?
Not that I can think of. Nothing. I'm
Even
guilty
from the
about.
snack shop. Because I have. I did.
From the snack shop?
Wow.
From Sherwood?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I probably stole some of Mandy's like candy back in the day. And now for a hot seat question for Olivia.
Using Elmo's voice, tell me how you like your coffee.
Okay.
Elmo doesn't like coffee. Elmo likes hot chocolate.
Now say what was on the card.
Wifey mama boss.
Wifey mama boss.
With your hair in like the little buns, it makes it even better.
See, that's what you should ask me to do instead of Australian. I'll do that.
Baby.
Lindsay.
Thank you, Olivia.
Yes, you're welcome. All right, back to Lindsay. Would you rather vacation in Mexico or Alaska, and why?
Alaska. With how things are going in Mexico, I don't know if I ever want to go back.
Speaking of, are your grandparents mildly rude?
Well, my deceased grandfather was very racist.
If you could hire someone to help you, would it be with cleaning, cooking, or yard work?
Yard work.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if I could have a full-time chef, yeah. But if it's just like helping,
Do you like Disneyland?
I'll go. But I'm not a Disney adult. Not even close.
When was the last time you stayed up past 4 a.m?
Oh gosh. I've been up at 4 a.m. to like catch a plane, but like stayed up.
Would you still love your spouse if they were diagnosed with a terminal disease? I don't know.
Yes. God.
Just checking.
I'm trying to weed out all those.
JC texted me and he wanted to know.
He's asking us.
He's telling me the question right now. Like this important one. If you could only eat pizza or tacos, which would you choose?
I'd say pizza because you can have more variety and like flavors. Like if pepperoni gets old, you could get Hawaiian and mix it up.
What is the lamest dessert that people try to pass off as dessert?
Pie.
What is the strongest animal you could win against with just your bare hands and feet?
Great question.
Probably a medium-sized dog.
Most embarrassing store you might be seen shopping at?
I think my shopping embarrassment, it used to be here at like 13 bra shopping, and now carry around a bra and tampons, and it is what it is.
If you were given the opportunity to fly into space, given today's technology, would you take it?
Space? I don't know because I think it's still pretty dangerous. But, like, the plane that goes up and gives you, like, weightlessness for a little bit, yes.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It's technically space.
Do you believe in aliens? And if so, what do you think they look like?
No.
What's the weirdest nickname you've been given?
Well, I went to Chick-fil-A this week, and the lady called me Lindy.
And
And I didn't correct her, and then she told me I was really pretty, so... And then the lady who gave me my food goes, Lindy? And I said, yep.
Say something cool.
Cool.
No.
Something cool.
No.
Have you ever thrown up?
Cowabunga.
Cowabunga!
Have you ever thrown up in public?
No. But Matthew would throw up once a year publicly in class. One time we were standing in the middle of the circle of music, threw up in the middle of it. The next year, he threw up on someone's desk.
Oh!
You could guarantee he would throw up once a year.
It's like Old Faithful.
Old Faithful, old Matthew Odie.
Is Jimmy Kimmel funny?
He's funnier than Jimmy Fallon. I prefer Jimmy Kimmel, but I think he's
What's your biggest insecurity?
What's something you could eat for a week straight?
nothing. Not eat nothing for a week straight, but I'm not very good at that. So I would probably say beans and rice.
Do you prefer I wear lingerie or be naked in the bedroom?
Please cover up. I'd prefer you not Pooh Bear it too.
What sound does a seal make?
No, it's a dolphin.
That was a dolphin.
Arr.
Would you rather someone smell bad, or I'm making this up in my head, smell bad, or like look dirty?
Look dirty.
Okay.
Would you eat a day-old taquito from 7-Eleven or Quick Trip?
Has it been refrigerated?
No, it's been on the
No.
roller.
Oh,
Wow.
if it's been on the roller, yeah.
Do you check out men's butts?
Sure.
My dog's people.
No.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how painful are your period cramps?
3.
What's the capital of New York?
Okay, I'm gonna go back to that question. On a scale of like people's period cramps, a 3, but on a scale of pain, 1.
What's the capital of New York?
Albany.
Have you ever been friend zoned?
No.
And then Mandy with the last question.
Climb a mountain or jump from a plane?
Climb a mountain.
What? How are those equal?
I know, I read that one for Mandy and I was like, well, I mean, Eventually, I may jump from a plane. I haven't completely ruled it out. But climbing a mountain,
She has to get mentally prepared.
not gonna die.
Thank you,
Maybe.
Lindsay, for being in the hot seat.
And that is the hot seat. Thank you and good night.
Thanks for coming to our podcast.